Hello there, I'm Christina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new and don't know me, I'm a pianist and an accompanist. I've been using Kofi for about 3 years now with great success. It's allowed my YouTube channel to grow considerably. I've been able to upgrade several pieces of recording equipment, and I've been able to connect with a lot of other musicians. I'm also a Kofi ambassador, which means that I have a direct line to the creators and developers of the website. So I get to kind of try out new features that are being tested and hopefully later implemented, as well as kind of answer questions for people who are interested in the platform and just try to talk about Kofi as much as I can because I genuinely have really enjoyed using this platform. I'm making this video because I would just love to see more musicians in general using Kofi, especially people who might be unsure about how to use it, how to get started, or might think that they're too small of a creator to even need a platform like this in the first place. So those are my credentials, I guess. Let's talk about Kofi. So Kofi is often seen as a largely visual artist platform. And while a substantial portion of the users are, it's not the only medium that can find success. I've said it before, but I found Kofi very easy to get into initially, and much less of an immediate obligation is expected from your supporters when compared to Patreon. People can stop by, see what you're up to, look at your current goal, maybe leave a tip, and not have to sign up for a monthly membership right away. If you're a musician on Kofi, there are a plethora of features at your disposal to kind of jumpstart your page. And I'm going to go through each section of the website, kind of talk about how I'm using them personally, and also give some other examples from other creators or other ideas that I had. And you can just kind of pick and choose what's relevant to you, just depending upon what kind of musician you are. I'll have chapters in this video so you can easily find the sections that you're interested in. First off, I would highly recommend utilizing this crowdfunding goal option. It's right here at the top of the page and will immediately show visitors what your current project, next upgrade, or expense will be. It could be funding an album to pay for studio time, the other musicians and audio engineers that might be working on the album, a new piece of equipment or software, instrument maintenance, lessons, coaching. It could even be something as simple as just covering your bills for a month so that you can focus on writing. Something to just help you with that final push to complete a project. Seeing a goal is encouraging to people who would like to know exactly where the money that they're giving you is going, and it can also generate a lot of excitement in your community as you get closer and closer. I personally had several people jump in to help me out the last 10% of the way on my digital piano goal, which I funded last year. They were excited to help me succeed, as well as have me record commissions for them on the new instrument. They could hear the tangible improvement in my tracks that I recorded for them, as well as in my YouTube videos. The crowdfunding bar is a great tool that I highly recommend using, even if you start off really small, like new guitar strings or paying your piano tuner. The other thing you see first on your Kofi page is the donate or tip widget. You can toggle which word is displayed under payment settings, and as a musician I of course like the idea of a tip jar, and if you're a Kofi Gold member you can change the coffee unit to whatever you like and adjust the price of one coffee. I personally like to keep this unit amount fairly low. The default amount is $3, at least in my country. It's a small enough number that supporters won't feel intimidated to just leave you a little something if they've enjoyed your music. But of course, feel free to adjust it as you see fit depending upon your needs or your geographical location. A brand new feature that Kofi just added is changing the default option to joining membership tiers. If you're more interested in building a community with monthly rewards like Patreon, this might be a better option for you. So speaking of memberships, that's one of Kofi's newest features. I actually did a whole video on it when it came out last year, and there will be a link to that in the description. Basically, this is similar to the Patreon model where you have different tiers with their own set of monthly rewards and people can sign up depending upon what level they're interested in. I have 4 tiers myself, offering a lot of the standard things: digital song downloads every month, early access to videos, voting on future videos, shoutouts, and recording short tracks at the 2 higher level tiers. You could also offer something like a monthly live stream for supporters only, or a private teaching seminar or masterclass for supporters where you talk about learning an instrument, songwriting basics, or mixing. Behind the scene looks of your studio are also great. Unreleased tracks, sneak peeks, sheet music downloads, Discord roles, discounts on merch or shop items. You could potentially offer physical merch here as well, though be aware of shipping costs and make sure that you've considered that when setting your tier prices. In general, just be cognizant of not overextending yourself here by offering too many things, especially things that would be extra in addition to the work that you're already doing. I already have a large library of recordings, so it's very easy for me to distribute those every month. I'm already planning on releasing videos onto YouTube, so it's very easy to make those available early to supporters. So just start small if you're not sure where to start, keep it with just 1 or 2 tiers, and offer things that you already have or things that you will have as part of your normal process. The gallery is next. As a musician, this might not be as important to you as it might be to more visual artists, but I would still recommend using it a little. People are very visual and they like looking at pictures. These could be you at a live gig so supporters can see you in your element, your studio, rehearsal or workspace, cover art for your albums, a teaser pic of something you're working on like a close-up of your sheet music or your tabs or your recording software, stills from music videos. If you're a more kind of behind the curtain sort of musician, like an audio engineer or a composer, or you're just not comfortable posting pictures of yourself, don't feel like you have to, and just kind of keep it to pictures of your workspace, of your instruments, screenshots of music, that kind of thing. So posts are basically the feed of your Ko-fi page. When you share blog posts, updates, new tracks or videos, this is where they'll show up. You have the option to make some posts supporter only or only accessible to a certain membership tier, so you have exclusive updates for those people. I would recommend at least having some posts public though, otherwise anyone new who visits your page will only see the paywall of content and nothing else. Definitely reward your supporters, but don't close yourself off completely. These posts can be pretty much anything: progress reports, new announcements, your latest video, hitting your goal and thanking everyone who contributed. Ko-fi doesn't have built-in polls just yet, so it could be a link to an outside poll to get input from your followers about an upcoming project. Posts will keep your supporters kind of in the know about what you're up to and let others quickly catch up with your recent activity, so post whenever you can. Next up is the shop. There are lots of excellent options for things you can post here. My shop currently consists of digital sheet music downloads of pieces I wrote or arranged, and digital audio downloads. I have an album on there and a few singles. Digital downloads are of course great because you don't have to worry about shipping. You could sell ringtone packs, royalty-free music, guitar tabs, alternate versions of tracks or other things that never made it off the cutting room floor. Also, individual video lessons or tips on playing an instrument, composition, pedagogy, sound mixing, singing, music theory, how to use certain recording software, whatever your particular area of expertise might be. These could be short, bite-sized videos with a link to a private YouTube video or a Google Drive or Dropbox link to download the video. You can also set the minimum price and enable this pay what you want option, so supporters can choose to leave you more, like an extra tip. It doesn't hurt to have a couple small freebies set with pay what you want turned on, either on small token items, things you might have never planned on selling anyway. Like LT Guitarist has a free track made entirely from crushing kettle chips. There's also, of course, physical items, band merch, signed posters, t-shirts, buttons, pins, physical album copies on vinyl or CD, physical copies of sheet music, books you've written. Again, be aware of shipping costs. Depending upon where you live, these could be very high, so definitely find out what that would cost you before listing it and factor it in. One other thing to consider with the shop is make sure that you have permission to sell everything in it, whether it be your completely original material, public domain items, or you have permission from the creator to reproduce a certain item. Selling copyrighted materials can land you in trouble, so just be aware of that. Lastly, we have commissions. Again, there are lots of great options here as well. This is personally how I make over half of my earnings on Ko-fi. My commissions include ordering accompaniment tracks from one of my YouTube videos. There are way too many to list individually in the shop, so this works best as a commission. Also, you can hire me to record custom-made accompaniment and karaoke tracks for singers and instrumentalists. I also record piano solo covers and offer piano lessons and voice coaching online. If you're a composer, you could offer to write a short original song for someone, or a larger project if you're up for that. Intro, outro music. You could teach songwriting basics one-on-one with a student, offer to critique or edit someone else's composition and give advice. If arranging existing music is your thing, you could offer commissions of that, like my friend Cello Nerd, who will arrange different instrumentations of processional works, popular music, and larger pieces. Or Dario Javier, who will arrange a song into a piano cover for you. He also offers customized happy birthday videos, which I thought was really cool. You could go a little more niche, like Just Noble, who will arrange anime or video game music for you on piano, or remaster your MIDI with their high-quality piano VSTs. If you're an audio engineer, you could offer lessons or offer music mastering and polishing on other people's music. Maybe you're excellent at transcribing music you hear into written notation. That could be a service you provide. Teaching of all types, like Muse Speak Studio, who has a 1-hour piano or music theory coaching session available. You could do voice lessons, guitar lessons, whatever instrument you play. If you think you have knowledge to impart, then try it out. Another couple of random interesting commissions I just stumbled across while researching this video. Daisy O'Danny, a Renaissance Fair musician, will create a custom musical video message or tribute. And Robert at Creative Wellness, who creates personalized audio meditation tracks. I just thought those were really cool and interesting, and you never know what someone might be looking for, so don't be afraid to try out a new commission idea. So these are just some ideas that I had or that I discovered other people on Ko-fi doing. So there are probably tons of other things that I did not mention in this video, but hopefully it at least inspires you or maybe gives you some ideas of what you could be offering. Again, if this seems like a lot, please don't feel like you have to have something in every section of your Ko-fi page. Start with what makes sense to you, what you can feasibly fit into your schedule, and go from there. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer all of those. I will also include in the description links to Ko-fi's Creator Academy guide, which is great. It has lots of information about how to set your page up and more examples on what you could be posting there. I will also have a link to the Ko-fi community Discord where you can connect with other creators, talk to them about what they're doing and get advice. And it's a great friendly place to hang out, so I encourage you to check that out too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If you feel like subscribing, that would help me out immensely. And if you enjoy piano videos, feel free to check out the rest of my channel. There's a lot of piano stuff there. And I think that's it for today. Thanks. See you next time.